Hi there, I'm Java Jim with First Line Equipment, and today I have a special shirt on. Mr. Yuck means no. Yucky yucky, bad espressos means no espressos, okay? So, doesn't mean about this machine, because this machine makes great espresso. So you don't have to wear a shirt that says Mr. Yuck, okay? Here in front of us we have the Valexia Duetto by Izzo, which used to be in Naples, Italy. I was about to say Naples, Florida, nice area. Naples, Italy, but they moved up more towards Rome for their offices and manufacturing. Izzo has been contacting us for years to carry their machines. And as many of you know, we're pretty selective on what we carry. Hint, hint, if you don't see it on our website, there's a reason, okay? So we evaluate machines, I evaluate them, and basically we bring them on board, we test them, and then from there we move forward to bringing them in, or we give recommendations, then we bring them in, or we say no, or we give a laundry list of recommendations. So at the end of the day, we're not only looking to make great espresso, but we're also looking at build quality, design, features, okay, how parts are laid out, and so forth. So as you can see, we have no body. Here is actually the body of the Duetto. And the Valexia line typically has this type of body style. And we wanted the Valexia because we do like this body style. So if you look there, it's kind of brings it in onto the bottom and wider up on top, which is a really nice design. This part is your basically tray, and there's a little rubber mount here to help with vibrations. When this is laid in the front, whoop, goes right here. Now here, there's ports basically for venting to preheat the cups, but also here is a venting port for the brain unit. And that is important because the brain unit is near the top of the machine, and the heat is all pretty much up here, which is nice. So the brain unit's further back. We have a capacitor, we have a rotary vane pump. Here is a porthole, which is also on the body with a cap to change the, what do you think it is? What do you think that is? It's to change the brew pressure or the pump pressure that is going through the group head, and also for filling the boilers. Here we have our stainless steel coffee boiler with a safety thermostat. We have copper tubing with brass fittings on the inside. And over here we have our reservoir that gets placed here with a single hose. The OPV goes to the drip tray. This side, and a nice feature, just to go over, is the thick electrical cord. Now you do need a 20 amp outlet for this machine, or purchase an adapter, but you do need 20 amps. As far as 15 amps, this machine needs the 20. This is where you're gonna get the extra power, you're gonna get the steaming power, the heating element power. So this is really important on this machine. So it is limited to 20 amps. Here we have our steam boiler safety valve in case so the boiler doesn't explode. Water refill. Here's our PID sensor right here, and you can't see from there, but on this side is the one for the coffee boiler. Both of those go into the PID display. And here again, bleeder valve. Now on this particular machine, if we ship it to you, UPS or FedEx, we may disconnect this pipe right here because sometimes in shipping that may damage. If we ship it on a pallet, then it won't be disconnected. So depends, we look at where this machine's shipping to and determine if it's a good fit for UPS or FedEx, or we'll go ahead and ship it on a pallet. And then in the front, E61 group head with the lever, and the switch here has a rolling pin. There's a little roller, which I'm trying to get more manufacturers to use because there's less issues when there's a roller pin there. Here we have our hot water valve. Again, nice wood accoutrement. Drip tray. Switches are up on the side over here, so they're kind of hidden. We have our 2 gauges here. One is the boiler pressure gauge, which is a steam boiler, and then basically our pump pressure gauge here. Now, you're probably wondering what the thing is on the top of my head here. My wife grabbed a pot this morning and went BAM! And I said, now it's time for the Mr. Yuck shirt. So there is a Band-Aid up here. Seriously, I cut myself shaving. So I ended up having to put this Band-Aid because after shaving, I had to go to the dentist office, get my teeth worked on, and I didn't want blood on the chair. And also I didn't want any contaminants from the chair on my head. So long story short, I got a Band-Aid, okay? We have our, what's this called here? A catch basin. So if you basically want to plumb it in, because the machine you can use in tank mode, you can also plumb it. There is a little stopper here that you remove. All the liquid or waste will go into the catch basin. The hose is included to connect to your drain. There's also a hose included for direct plumbing. And as I say in my other videos, use the machine for 2-3 weeks, better 3 weeks in tank mode, then contact us for plumbing requirements, because you have to hit certain requirements, and also you have to treat the water. Now, the machine doesn't include a water softener. The one to get for this machine would be the V725. You may need to put a tie wrap here to hold it. As you can see here, there's a V-cut. The reason you have the V-cut is so it doesn't suction up against the tank on this particular machine. So that's why you see the V-cut. The OPV, which is here in the center, drains into the drip tray. Right in here, right here, we have it draining to the drip tray. So that's why you see the lip that's coming out on the drip tray and the cut right there. So that's where, after you're brewing or extracting, and you're like, oh my God, I have a leak, there's water in there. And basically that's where the water is heading towards from the OPV, which is another good feature. And this is a nice one, it's very easy to adjust, but you do need to remove the top panel. If you haven't noticed yet, this machine has a stainless steel frame. So very well designed and thick. And also on the bottom, you see 2 access ports, okay? For the heating elements, for the steam and coffee boiler, in case they need to be replaced. It can be a little difficult at times. The heating element sometimes is on very tight. So you may need a little muscle to remove it. And you can see here 2 draining ports for both boilers. So you could drain both boilers right from the bottom. There's no hose for it. I suggest putting in like some type of pan that will overflow into your sink. And you might be hard here to see this. There's a lever to go from plumbing mode or tank mode to plumbing mode and vice versa. And also a switch here. This particular switch is to basically shut off the low water level sensor, okay? And there's no switch under here. There's a magnetic float that goes in here to turn it off when the water level's low. If you have any questions, 2 places to ask. One is down below in the comment section. You can comment, ask questions. Click on the link to bring you to this machine on our website. There is a Q&A tab, okay, that you can ask your questions or even see some other questions and answer them if you have the machine. And last but not least, if you get a chance, please give us a thumbs up down below and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And once again, have a great Mr. Yuck Means No Espresso Day.